disagree with Brother Kelly because the Reagan economic proposals were supported by the Democrats in the Congress. The Democrats controlled the Congress of the United States. The President Reagan made recommendations. The Congress adopted those recommendations, basically. So you have a Republican domestic policy. You can't excoriate and blame President Reagan when the Democrats in the Congress went along with him. And you had Tip O'Neill, the head of the Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives in the early 80s. Do you remember? We don't want to criticize President Reagan because he's too popular. And you heard Brother Foley, who's the head of the Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives, in the late 1980s, after President Bush became president, saying, we don't want to criticize President Bush. He's too popular. Well, what are you there for as a loyal opposition party, supposedly? So you can't just criticize President Reagan. What I'm saying is a plague on both their houses, Democrats and Republicans. And furthermore, Brothers Kelly and Brothers Droney undertook in their career with respect to political affiliation and propensity and ideological bent, a Southern strategy. They were in cahoots with the Southern boll weevils, who sometimes are more conservative than President Reagan was. They advocated support for Albert Gore of Tennessee as President of the United States. They liked Sam Nunn, who said we got to be strong on security. In other words, increase the defense budget. The Southerners especially were saying 1988, in order for us to win, we got to be strong on national security. No prophetic or visionary outlook at all about what was happening in the Soviet Union, about the portents for ending the Cold War. No leadership at all, no intellectual acumen to comprehend and understand. But Brothers Droney and Kelly supported this Southern strategy. So why are you blaming President Reagan? A plague on all their houses, politically speaking, because the Democrats supported the Republicans. We have a Republican domestic policy in this country, and we have had since Truman's time, and Senator Vandenberg, the Republican, Democrat and Republican, a bipartisan foreign policy. So where is the choice to the American people? Now the Democrats are saying we got to emphasize the domestic program, domestic policy. Too long we've been involved with foreign policy. You cannot undertake any constructive action on a domestic policy unless you change your foreign policy, because the defense budget voted on by both Democrats and Republicans this year, not 1988 when Bush won, not in 1980 when Reagan won, this year, still bipartisan. Both Democrats and Republicans, Republicrats voted for the same budget, defense budget, $291 billion, $291 billion, which means that the Cold War is still on. The Cold War may objectively be over, but our budget, federal budget, is predicated on the proposition that the Cold War is still going on. The Cold War